Yours, damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you.
What it is, ho? Oh, what's up? Is Jela gonna tear Rollie up? Cause we already know, no shade girl, no shade Rollie. But we already know, Jayla already tapped that on Baddie South. She already tapped that, she already got that from you, no shade, you did not win that fight. And I said what I said, okay? But girl, Rollie wants it again, yet again from Jayla. She don't like Jayla and she needs that. She said she needs that at the reunion. So we just gonna see how this gonna turn out. Anyway, y'all, what's good? What's up, Messy Mob? It's your girl, MessyMya, and I am back again with another video. So today, girl, we are going to be getting into some mess concerning the cast of Baddies Midwest. Girl, I am so ready to get into the tea. I am so ready to get into the mess. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that post notification bell so you know every single time I post a new video. Girl, it's MessyMya. It's the Messy Mob, girl. We are lit over here. Trust and believe that. And yeah, let's get into the mess. Child, Tesehki is being called out online as we speak for being a liar. The girls are calling her out for being a liar. They're starting to put two and two together. They starting to take this clip of her saying one thing and then her contradicting herself in another clip. And girl, they are just calling her out for being a liar. Let's go ahead and get into it.
I did. I tried to diffuse it. Yes, I might have pushed her aggressive, but come on now. We was heated. We was in the moment. Like, so what? I just pushed her aggressively. That push was for her to do something.
What?
So I went easy because I knew the shit was fake. I didn't even find out that beef was fake until after. That's what Ahna was saying. Tifa.
So that video was posted on TikTok and it is making its rounds around social media, and the girls got some things to say. Some of the girls are saying that Krishan was right. We should have listened to Krishan, this, that, and the third. But the girls are calling her out for lying all the time. And it's really not even only Tesehki. It's a lot of the girls on the show. Like a lot of them, like they'll pop their shit, right? They'll pop it. But it's like, and then they'll pop it one day and then they'll pop it the next day. But then the next day they forget. It's like they forget what they said the day before that. Like, you was not just singing that same tune. That's not what you just said. Now you're contradicting yourself and you're lying. She's not the only one. I'm telling y'all, it be a lot of these girls that do that. Somebody said when a teacher don't know what's being taught. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, girl, come on. Girl, they all through the comments calling her molesky, telling her she played out and that she's strange. Like I said, girl, the girls are calling her out for lying and she's getting backlash behind it, girl. Let's move on. Jayla then got herself into some shit, girl. She done got herself into some things, some mess, some things. Let's go ahead and get into it. After the episode of Baddies Midwest, Ivory came online real quick to check her castmates, specifically the OGs, girl. And Rollie was one of the bitches that she called out for being fake. Cause y'all know Rollie be all up in Ivory's face like they cool, but she could not wait to sit down with the OGs and express her true feelings for Ivory, calling her a bully. But I never say this to her face, child. Girl, let's just go ahead and rewatch it.
I'm very confused with Rollie because every day it was people was coming up to me asking me was I okay. It's just like, where's this energy coming from? To where I'm away from you, you sitting on the couch with Rollie. You sitting on the couch with Natalie and Scotty. Now I'm a bully. Just like, why would you start saying this shit to my face? And then we were just together 2 weeks ago and you still didn't bring that up, still didn't mention that, nothing. I just hate to see shit on TV and people be in my face smiling.
Now, Rollie completely flipped the script. She responded to Ivory, and in the midst of responding to Ivory, and Ivory basically calling her out for being a fake asshole, Rollie got online, flipped the script, and basically put everything on Jayla. Like, mind you, Ivory didn't say nothing about Jayla, what Jayla had planned, nothing. Rollie, like I said, Rollie flipped the script, the tables done turned, and now she is exposing Jayla for trying to, get Ivory. For not even trying to get Ivory herself, but for being a punk asshole and trying to get Tesehki to get Ivory.
Jayla asking another baddie to fight Ivory because she wanted to fight Natalie. And what was asked back to Jayla, well, that's your friend, so why won't you fight for her?
I said this in my most recent video, and I will say it again. The only reason why Rollie got online is, and I'm glad that she did, because girl, it's tea, it's some mess. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure she done started a couple beefs by doing this. But my thing is that she only did that to get the heat off of herself because Ivory was calling her out. She did not say that. Rollie did not come online and say that until Ivory called her out for being fake. And y'all know Ivory want to run it with the OGs. Okay? So, girl, I don't know, girl. So, she exposes Jayla. Her and Jayla go back and forth. If y'all want to see that back and forth, go ahead to my, my latest video or whatever. I got the whole back and forth in there. Girl, and now she wants that from Jayla. Now she's saying, I want that from you. She's saying another body is added to her reunion hit list. So now she wants that from Jayla, and she's exposing Jayla up and down, and she's not messing with Jayla. Apparently, let her tell it. She been not messing with Jayla. Jayla been blocked. She been distanced herself from Jayla ever since Tommy came onto the show. Girl, let's get into let's finish out the mess.
Now she done got me activated. I guess that's another body that I got at the reunion because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I done already told her and Natalie. Once that Tommy episode airs and I see some kiki talking shit type shit, any type of thing in the confessionals, I'm fighting you. Ain't nobody safe no more. And that's on my motherfucking life. Ain't nobody safe no more. I be so tired of the fake shit. So Ivory, she definitely wasn't lying. Everybody be around doing a whole... I separate my motherfucking self. I separate my motherfucking self.
This is what I don't understand about Rollie. And I don't like that Rollie is starting to become one of the people that throws the rock and hide her hand. That OG title is getting to her head. Like, you sitting here saying, oh, Ivory was right. Like, everyone talks behind each... Because this is what Ivory said. All the OGs, they talk too much. They always popping they always popping their shit, but they don't say nothing to nobody's face. Everybody talks about each other. Nobody's friends. So Rollie's agreeing with her. And it's like, Rollie, you do it too, babe. You do it too. And we seen that in the last episode. Like I said, Rollie be in Ivory's face. Rollie act like her and Ivory are just good friends and this, that, and the third. But you got up in that scene with the OGs and called her a bully. And again, I'm not mad at her for saying it because we all know Ivory got some bully tendencies. We know that Ivory can definitely be a bully at times. A lot of the times. That's how she beefing with Big Lex now, trying to be a bully. So she wasn't too far off, but it's the fact that you claim that you cool with Ivory, but you got up in that scene, in that little circle, popping your shit, calling her a bully. And this is not something that you said to her face. That's why Ivory was so upset about it. That's why she called you out in the first place. Are you forgetting why she called you out in the first place? Rollie, you're fake as fuck. Stop acting like you're real. You're not real. You're fake. You've been fake since Baddie South. No shame. When you was a real big bad girl, you been fake. You been that. Girl, please. And Rollie, you ain't fooling me either, girl. You're not fooling me. You know what you're doing by trying to bring all this up about Jayla and trying to expose Jayla and trying to tell Ivory that Jayla set her up and trying to bring it to social media. Girl, you know why. And you standing on it too, girl. You really trying to flip the script and try to, girl, Ivory still called you fake. Ivory still called you out for being fake, and it is what it is. Fake as hell, ho. So, girl, again, how I know that Rollie is trying to deflect by bringing up this Jayla thing is just like, she's trying to do that, and I know she is because she apologized to Ivory. Like, you apologized to Ivory, yet you're at Jayla's throat, but you was in that scene with Jayla talking about Ivory. It's, girl.
So, the whole thing is going around, Ivory, my girl, she's upset. Me and Ivory, we talked this morning after the whole little post was posted. We talked about it because that's what women do. You know what I'm saying? They talk about it. And that's why I said, like, I definitely don't think that Ivory's a bully. I don't think anything of her like that. It was just, a conversation that was had, and it is what it is.
Oh, brother. Like, this is what I'm talking about. And I don't want to come across as childish. I really don't. I don't want to come across as childish. I don't want to come across as somebody who was... But at some point, something's got to give. Something has got to give at some point. You sat there in that scene and verbatim said that Ivory was giving bully. It's giving bully. You said that. But now that she done confronted your ass, now you're backtracking and saying that she's not a bully and you apologize. Oh, we talked it out and that's what women do. Girl, you should have just left it at, we talked it out. That's what women do. My girl was upset. I apologize. You're not, but now you're trying to backtrack and say that you don't feel like she's a bully now that she done called your ass out. And Rollie, I'm not finna play with your ass. Yo big ass. I'm not finna play with you no more. Girl, anyway, so Rollie said she can't wait for the reunion. And Jayla called, and Jayla basically called Rollie a liar. She denied everything. Of course she's gonna deny everything. Girl, we've seen this before. When Ivory first confronted Jayla on the first episode, and Jayla backtracked on everything that she said about Ivory prior to coming into the house, coming onto the show. So girl, of course she's gonna deny it. Like the OGs really be cupping, please. Like y'all really are some scary ass bitches. Like it's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. And especially because like they will say something clear as day online or on camera, even worse on camera, and then backtrack once confronted. Like Rollie really just sat here and was like, and I you know, we talked and you know, because that's what grown women do, and I don't think that she's a bully. But you literally sat up and said that she was a bully, ho. Which one is it? That's what I'm saying. How you backtracking on something that you said on camera? And then she tried to like again, cop a plea and try to give us a reason as to why she said it. Girl, no, you said it because that's how you felt in that moment. Girl, if she really wanted to play it off, it still would have been cop a plea, but she really could have just said like, you know, in that moment, that's how I felt. But now that I got to know Ivory more, I realized, you know, that she not really like that. She a little misunderstood. Nothing. Girl, you really said that on camera. And now that Ivory is calling you out, you're backtracking. It just don't make no sense. So girl, Q-Tip and Big Back, BBL, Big Back, whatever you want to call it, girl. Girl, Rollie and Jayla is finna be getting into it again. Y'all know they fought on Baddie South. And, you know, in my opinion, I feel like Jayla, honestly, you know, she got the best of Rollie. Girl, do y'all feel like it's going to happen like that again? Do y'all feel like, you know, Rollie going to tear her up this time? How do you feel? Because, girl, Rollie wants to get in the paint with Jayla. Is y'all going to talk about size then? Because I know y'all love to bring up size when it comes to y'all favorites. Is y'all going to talk about size then? Because Jayla is very small compared to Rollie. So, it's like, you know, but I bet y'all won't know. So as we all know, in the last episode of Baddies Midwest, girl, Big Lex, no shade, girl, Big Lex was hating on Jazz about that chain. And like I said in my review, do it really bother me? No, because I feel like Big Lex was cheated out of that chain in the moment. But that does not disguise the fact that Big Lex was definitely hating on Jazz when it came to that chain, girl. Popping it all in her confessionals. And one of the things that she said in her confessionals was, "You're not relevant without Summer." Yeah, that's what she said. Okay, now Jazz ain't like that too much, girl. So Jazz got online and she clapped back. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Oh, I saw on the blogs that Lex was live saying that I should be thanking Summer for the storyline. But if that's not the damn pot calling the kettle black, then I don't know what is. Because she should be giving out some thank yous too. Because Ivory is the reason behind all of her newfound clout. Because it certainly was not that tired-ass storyline that she tried to create with Jayla about last season. It is simply because she went up against somebody that was already highly anticipated on the show. I gotta say it, she's a smart girl. She's a very strategic motherfucker. But without Ivory, Lex will be just as quote-unquote boring as me.
Why did she clock Big Lex like that? Why did she clock my girl like that? She clocked Big Lex down. I'm sorry. I said what I said. She clocked her down. Girl, listen, first of all, let's rewind what she just said. She said, you need to be handing out some thank yous too. Now, I agree with it, but I don't at the same time. Let me tell you why I do agree with it and why I felt like Jazz just ate Big Lex the fuck up. Let me tell you why I feel like she did and why I agree with her. So, I agree with her because I feel like outside of fighting Ivory, like, no shade, okay? And I understand, like, I feel like we base if a girl is boring or not based on if she's getting in the paint, standing on business. Okay, cool. And I love that for Big Lex. That's why I don't call her boring. That's why the girls don't really call her boring like that. But if we really thinking about it, I'm Big Lex fans, don't get mad at me, girl. I love Big Lex myself, but like I said, girl, if we gonna call it out, let's call it out. Okay? Outside of getting into it with Ivory, I'm just saying, where's Big Lex? Okay, no shade. Her confessionals are cringy as fuck. When she gets on the stage and she gets on the mic, it's cringy as fuck. Her scenes, I'm not gonna say her scenes are cringy, but it's not. She's very bland. Like there's not really like it's not monotone, but it's not monotone. But it's like it's rarely personality there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not mad. I like Big Lex. I really do. I love Big Lex, but I'm just saying, like, she's not very interesting outside of fighting Ivory. And even she said that. So don't even get mad at me. Even she said that. Even she said that she felt like her confessionals were a little cringy. Even she said that she feels like she should have brought out her personality more on the show. And that was one of her biggest regrets, is that she wasn't, she didn't bring out her personality enough on the show. So don't get mad at me. But I'm just saying, like, she definitely did not fade into the background like a lot of people. But outside of fighting Ivory, there really was nothing else to Big Lex, if we're being for real. That's why I feel like Jazz clocked her. Now, the reason why I low-key, just a little bit though, the reason why I disagree with Jazz a little bit, well, I mean, do I disagree though? Because I feel like Jazz is like trying to make it seem like, like Big Lex started with Ivory or something, but that really wasn't the case. Like I would understand if but that's not the case. Like Ivory started with Big Lex. Ivory tried to bully Big Lex, and Big Lex stepped in the paint, something that a lot of you guys wouldn't do. Because let's not forget that, in that little bonfire thing where the girls were basically calling out whoever was boring, Summer called out Jazz for being boring. Jazz had all the words in the world for Summer. But in that same scene, Ivory not only called Jazz boring, but called her annoying too. And basically told her, like, girl, you're boring and you irritate me. And she didn't have nothing to say to Ivory. I feel like Ivory has tried Jazz on multiple occasions and Jazz has not said anything. So unlike you, Jazz, Big Lex is not picky choosy. Big Lex is not just finna let Ivory come to her and talk to her any type of way and bully her. That's why she got her newfound clout. Yes, because of Ivory, and I feel like she clocked that. But a big part of it is because that she stand on business. She stand on business. She's not afraid of anybody. She's getting in the paint. She's not picky choosy like a lot of y'all hoes. A lot of y'all are scared of Ivory. A lot of y'all will let Ivory try y'all because y'all are scared. But Big Lex wasn't like that. That's why she got clout, baby. So like I said, you clocked her at first. But now that I'm thinking about it, it's girl, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. But like I said, child, at the same time, I can't help but to put my hands up and agree a little bit. I'm just saying. But if we're gonna flip the script, girl, her clout is because she stands on clout. She stands on business, and she's not afraid of nobody, including Ivory. Yeah, that's why. But at the same time, I do understand what Jazz is saying, and I feel like she clocked Big Lex just a little. I'm on both sides of the fence. I understand both sides. So in the next episode of Baddies Midwest, we see a little preview of Tweedledee and Tweedledum jumping Nunu. Jumping Nunu ain't even get her on the floor, ain't beat her up, nothing. Y'all just jumping. She handling both of y'all. Y'all are lame. Lame, scary. I've been said they were scary, but nobody wants to listen to me. Y'all, I don't know how many times y'all gonna let this girl slide. She's scary as hell, but that's besides the point. Her friend was getting beat up, so she jumped in the fight. All right, girl. Anyways, so Natalie basically, she shared this and she said, please don't say I let or told anyone to jump anyone. I do not like the jumping. Natalie, if you sat there and you didn't say anything, or I'm not even going to say anything too soon because honestly, I don't know how you reacted to the jumping, but if you sat there and you didn't say anything, if you didn't check Biggie or Ahna for doing it, then I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Girl, if you would sit there and let Slim get slung like a rag doll all up and down that living room by big ass Rollie, you would let somebody get jumped. If you just let it happen, you ain't say nothing as an EP or a creator, and you ain't check nobody, you're lame and you condone it. And I said what I said. Alright y'all, so that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the video. If you guys made it this far, go ahead and tell me where you are watching from. Are you watching from Florida? Are you watching from Georgia? Are you watching overseas? Are you in the UK? Are you in New Zealand? Are you in Cali? Are you in, like, where are you? Where are you? Let me know. So yes, instead of dropping an emoji like I usually have y'all do, instead of that, tell me where you guys are tuning in from. Let me know. I want to know where my subscribers are. All right. I love y'all so much. It's MessyMya. Girl, I'm out. Bye.